Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2021 Ford F-150 and we're going to do the Chrome Delete installation for the lower trim panel where the door is located underneath. So as you can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation on the lower trim, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material, that way it matches the color of the pillars and it also gives it a different look to the panel. If you like the product, the link for the product will be down below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So before starting with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the panel. So in order to prep it, just make sure you have water, baby shampoo inside a spray bottle. Once you have your solution, spray it onto a clean microfiber towel and just make sure you start removing any contaminants that the panel may have. And then once you're done cleaning the panel, make sure that everything's completely dry as well. That way the adhesive on the film tacks down to the panel and it doesn't lift over time, because the water can damage the adhesive side of the film since it's wet, and this installation requires a dry installation. So everything must be completely dry. So we're going to start by installing the piece that goes on the top section of the panel here. So it's a little difficult to see. When you have the piece that goes on the top, it's going to be a two-piece install. So one that covers most of the front side of the panel and then another one that covers the rear side. But the same steps apply on each side. So the same steps that we do on this end, you repeat on that end since it's identical. So with this one, once you have your piece, align this section of the film to the corner edge of the panel on that end. So you could place the film down on the panel and just align it right at the corner. Once you have it aligned, all you need to do now is just lift the film carefully and just using the bottom half of the film as a guide in order to align it to this section here. So lift it carefully and just start aligning the film and make sure all the chrome is covered. So that should be good. Once you place the film, grab your squeegee, start tagging it down to secure it in position. Make sure you remove all the air bubbles that are trapped behind the film, and you're going to have just a little bit of material to wrap a little bit around the top edge here. So when you pass your squeegee, just help it tack down on top. And that should be it. So make sure the top piece is secure, and that should be done. And now we move on to the side small piece that's on the side. So for this small piece, all you need to do is grab your film, align it where we left off. So align it on the curve here and just make sure it reaches to the top and it covers the whole panel here. So just like that. You will then go and grab your squeegee, start tagging it down. Make sure you remove all the air bubbles that are behind the film, and that should be it. And if you have any extra material, you would trim it off. And that's it for this one, and then we will move on to the next piece, which goes underneath here. So now we're moving on to the lower trim here. So with this one, just give yourself enough material to cover the top section here. So there should be some material covering the top, so keep it aligned. Make sure you're covering the top section and it should reach up to the edge. So once you place the film, grab your squeegee and just tack it down. Take your time when you're doing this. Make sure you remove all the air bubbles behind the film, and then once you're done, we will move on to the next install. So just lift and tack down to remove the air bubbles, and just wrap it underneath and secure the top. And then for this part here, just make sure you align it to the body line and just squeegee to secure it and just finish off. And now we move on to this middle last piece here. And once we're done installing this piece, you just rinse and repeat the same steps that were done on this side to the other side. Okay, so now we're moving on to this last piece. So just when you grab the film, just align it from one end. Make sure you're covering the chrome on the top section here. And just place it down. And then just grab your squeegee, tack it down to secure it. And that's pretty much it. And then you just come back and trim off any excess material that we don't need. And then once you're done trimming off the excess material, like I said, rinse and repeat the same steps to cover the other side of the panel. And then you'll be done. Once you're done installing everything, we would come back and pulse seat the entire panel. So once you finish with the whole installation for the lower trim of the side panel, the last thing to do would be to pulse seat the entire panel. So all you need to do is grab your heat gun and just apply heat all over the panel, making sure you secure it. And if there's any film lifting, just tack it back down. And then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the side chrome delete for the lower trim of the door for the 2021 Ford F-150. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. If it did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.